The repair bill on an Audi out of warranty can run you $9,000 to $18,000 for one bad engine. That's the gap between a decade of worry-free driving and one shop visit that wipes out what you'd saved. Is your next car something you second-guess every time it's in the shop, or something you're proud to drive? Before you decide, here are the 9 Audi engines mechanics say are still worth owning once the warranty runs out. Number 9, 2012 to current Audi S6, S7, RS6, RS7, A8, 4, TFSI V8, CWUB or CXUE, the Hot V flagship. Mechanics across the country tell the same story about this V8, strong, tunable, and dependable when the oil regimen is respected. This 4 TFSI powers Audi's flagship tier, the S6, S7, RS6, RS7, and A8. Tuning specialists put it plainly, with forged pistons and rods, this block is routinely built to reliably clear 1,000 horsepower. Factory output spans 453 to 605 horsepower and up to 457 pound-feet. Already among the strongest on this list before anyone touches the tune. A Hot V layout tucks both turbochargers inside the block's valley instead of on the outside, slashing the distance exhaust has to travel, and giving this V8 nearly instant response. The known risk is turbo failure from oil starvation. A clogged oil strainer restricts flow to the hot turbo bearings, and Audi flags anything burning more than a liter per 600 miles for a piston ring repair, both manageable with an upgraded strainer and a tighter interval. If you're weighing this one, know this: respect the oil interval, upgrade the strainer, and the strongest engine on this list stays that way. Prices swing from 10 grand for a used 2014 A8 to 6 figures for a used 2021 RS6, the priciest cars with this engine to buy and to fix if the turbos fail. Run VW 502.00 synthetic at 8.7 liters capacity. If tuned past 30% over stock, cut the interval to 5,000 miles, plugs every 10,000 miles. Campbelled every 20,000 miles. Never skip an oil change here. But number 8 traded raw horsepower for something you can't tune into an engine, an actual land speed record. Number 8, 1992 to 1997. Audi S4 S6 2.2-liter turbo inline-5 AAN. World's fastest sedan. The strongest case for this engine sits at the Bonneville Salt Flats. Jeff Gerner's modified 1993 Audi S4 hit an official 250.009 miles per hour land speed record in 2012, earning the car the nickname World's Fastest Sedan. The AAN powered the C4 generation Audi S4 from 1992 to 1994, carrying over into the C4 Audi S6 through 1997. Rallying and racing specialists confirmed, using aftermarket rods and pistons, this block routinely exceeds 600 horsepower. Gerner's record car made over 1,100. Factory rated at a modest 227 horsepower and 258 pound-feet, the AAN is so heavily detuned that record-setting builds have pulled 1,155 horsepower and 706 pound-feet from the same dimensions. A strong cast-iron block pairs with a cross-flow 20-valve DOHC aluminum head, under-piston oil squirters, a forged crank, and a closed-deck design that resists twisting under massive boost. No fundamental engine flaws documented. The one issue rallying literature flags is the driveline's rubber flex discs, not the block or head, about as clean a report card as any engine on this list gets. Here's what it comes down to: a 30-year-old 5-cylinder still holds a land speed record, and nobody can point to a real weak point in the engine itself. These sell today from 5 grand to over 40 grand, but a clean, documented S4 or S6 from this era commands real collector money. Those factory original intervals don't apply anymore. Treat it like any forged internals Turbo 5. Synthetic oil on a tight interval, don't defer the timing belt. Buy on documentation and rarity here, not on a bargain price. Clean ones are getting harder to find. Number 7 shares its bones with a Lamborghini and backs it up with 115,000 miles pulled straight from active daily chassis. Number 7, 2006 to 2011 Audi S6, S8, RS6, 5.2-liter V10 FSI, BUH or BXA. The Lamborghini blooded 10. The used engine market makes the case for this V10 by itself. Verified blocks turning up at 115,000 miles, pulled out of active daily chassis. Audi's version, in BXA, BSM, and twin-turbo BUH form, powered the S6, C6, S8, D3, and RS6 C6. Mechanics didn't hesitate to say, getting this kind of power from a naturally aspirated luxury sedan means constant internal stress. This engine just happens to handle it. The naturally aspirated version made 435 horsepower in the S6 and 450 in the S8, while the twin-turbo BUH in the RS6 hit 580. Supercar numbers in a business suit. Sharing architecture with Lamborghini but reworked for Audi, it runs an aluminum block, 40-valve DOHC heads, and FSI direct injection for smooth power. The timing chain and plastic guide sit at the rear against the firewall, so service means a full engine-out job. Parts alone run $460 to $2,400, with labor pushing the total near $10,000. This is the one entry where worth owning after warranty comes with a real asterisk, and it's still worth it if you stay ahead of it. Off the lot, these V10 flagships cost well over 6 figures new. Documented examples now trade for a fraction of that. Replace all 10 spark plugs and coils every 30,000 to 40,000 miles, and stay proactive on the timing chain before guide failure turns into a destroyed engine. Only buy this one with a full timing chain service history. Next up is the 5-cylinder a specialist shop tore apart at 140,000 miles and still couldn't find anything wrong with. Number 6, 2017 to 2018. Audi RS3 TTRS 2.5 TFSI Inline 5 DAZA. The mythical 5-cylinder. In a teardown at 140,000 miles, a specialist shop pulled a DAZA out of an RS3 that had lived on E85 and aggressive driving. The block came back with factory crosshatching still visible and minimal bearing wear. The DAZA code shipped exclusively in the 2017 to 2018 Audi RS3, 8V, and TTRS 8S before particulate filters changed later versions. Automotive media raved. The unique 12453 firing order gives it an exhaust note nothing else on this list can match. Factory rated at roughly 400 horsepower and 354 pound-feet, a Stage 1 tune with 0 hardware changes safely reaches 450 to 480, and the forged internals can handle turbo upgrades well past 700. A lightweight aluminum block with iron cylinder walls and external ribbing carries a forged steel crank and rods, while dual direct and port injection washes the intake valves to fight carbon buildup. The plastic upper timing chain guide can turn brittle and break with age, and the water pump and thermostat housing are known to leak early, both predictable, both catchable on a routine inspection. Put simply, nothing about 140,000 hard miles found a real problem. Just watch that plastic guide. New, the RS3 that carried this engine started well into 6 figures with options. Documented examples remain sought after enough to hold value. Run 0W40 or 5W40 every 5,000 miles, half that on E85, replace spark plugs every 20,000 to 30,000 miles, and service the Haldex AWD pump every 20,000 miles. Watch the timing chain guide, and this 5-cylinder earns its reputation. Number 5 revs to 8,250 RPM, and mechanics say daily driving it past 200,000 miles is nothing unusual. Before number 5, every figure and quote in this list is sourced, not guessed. Deciding whether an out-of-warranty Audi is worth the risk? Drop your engine code in the comments. Number 5 is a screaming naturally aspirated V8 mechanics call sleevable, tunable, and daily driven past 200,000 miles, anything but fragile. Number 5, 2006 to 2008 Audi RS4, S5, R8, A6, A8, 4.2 liter V8 NA, BDX, or BNS. The Screamer. One independent Audi buyer's guide put it bluntly about this V8's real-world case. I know many RS4 owners who have daily driven their vehicles over 200,000 miles, and this situation is not uncommon. This exact 4.2 FSI powered the Audi RS4, B7, S5, first generation R8, A6, and A8. Independent tuners warned, the naturally aspirated setup limits cheap bolt-on gains, but the block itself can be sleeved and rebuilt to handle forced induction without cracking. In the B7 RS4, this V8 made 420 to 450 horsepower at a screaming 8,250 RPM and 317 pound-feet at 4,000. An engine built to rev, not to be babied. A lightweight aluminum 90-degree V8 uses direct injection to support a 12.5 to 1 compression ratio. And, unlike the older BBK or BHF V8's infamous plastic timing chain guides, this version got all metal guides and tensioners, eliminating that predecessor's failure risk. The one real flaw is carbon buildup on the intake valves, an unavoidable side effect of direct injection that can rob 30 to 40 horsepower over time, a routine service, not a mechanical risk. Daily driven past 200,000 miles, and not uncommon, is the highest compliment this screaming V8 could ask for. New, the B7 RS4 stickered close to 6 figures. Documented examples now trade well into 5 figures. Walnut blast the intake valves every 40,000 to 60,000 miles to clear carbon, and keep everything else on a standard high-revving V8 schedule. Budget for the walnut blast, and this V8 will rev to 8,250 RPM for a long time. So what beats a screaming, sleeve-able V8? Number 4. A humble 4-cylinder that daily drivers have quietly run to 279,000 miles. Number 4. 1997 to 2005 Audi A4, A6, TT, S3, 1.8T 20V late EA113, 1.8T for the win. Ask a VW or Audi mechanic about the 1.8T, and one owner's story comes up first. A daily driven 2003 Passat 1.8T sitting at 279,000 miles on strict preventative maintenance. The same 1.8T 20V shipped across the Audi A4, A6, TT, and S3, and across VW badged Passat, Golf, Jetta, Beetle, Bora, and Sharon applications. Tuning forum regulars pointed out, it's one of the best engines of our time, favored over the naturally aspirated, too slow every time. Standard AWM or AMB variants made 170 horsepower, the high-output BAM 225, both restricted by factory software, since the cast iron block and stock internals comfortably handle 300-plus horsepower before forged rods become mandatory past 400. A heavy-duty cast iron block pairs with a 5-valve per cylinder head, 3 intake, 2 exhaust, and certain variants got forged crankshafts with 20mm wrist pins instead of the weaker 19mm units, and the one documented weak point is oil sludge buildup in longitudinal applications like the A4 and Passat. A clogged PCV system and low oil capacity let blow-by-turn old oil into sludge, though it's preventable with a larger MANN W940 2.5 filter and shortened intervals. The verdict is simple: stay ahead of the oil, and this block will outlive whatever body it's wearing. New, a well-optioned A4 1.8T stickered in the mid-$20,000 range. A documented example now trades in the low 5 figures. Run 5W40 full synthetic every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, and replace the timing belt and tensioner every 80,000 miles regardless of the factory sticker. Buy it with oil change records, and don't skip the bigger filter. That's 6 engines. Before we go further, let's see how they stack up. As promised, quick recap before the top 3. Number 9, the 4 TFSI Hot V. Twin turbos hidden in the block's own V, built to reliably clear 1,000 horsepower. Number 8, the 2.2 Turbo AAN, still holds a land speed record. Number 7, the 5.2 V10 BUH, Lamborghini-blooded blocks turning up at 115,000 miles. Number 6, the 2.5 TFSI DAZA, the mythical 5-cylinder that survived its own teardown at 140,000 miles. Number 5, the 4.2 V8 BDX, daily driven past 200,000 miles and not uncommon. Number 4, the 1.8T 20V, sludge is the only enemy, and one Passat proved it at 279,000 miles. 6 engines, 6 easy calls, yet number 3 is the supercharged 6.1 owner calls an absolute bulletproof machine at 300,000 miles. Number 3, 2010's Audi S4, S5, A6, A7, A8, Q5, SQ5, Q7, 3 TFSI Supercharged V6 Gen3, CREC, CWGD, the bulletproof machine. One community member running a Stage 1 tuned CREC put it at 300,000 miles and counting. Another owner backs it up at 230,000 miles on original internals. The 3 TFSI shipped across the Audi S4, S5, A6, A7, A8, Q5, SQ5, and Q7, even finding its way into Porsche's Cayenne hybrids. That same owner recalled, after the basic consumables were handled, this thing is an absolute bulletproof machine. Factory output ran 333 to 354 horsepower and up to 369 pound-feet. A Stage 1 tune adds nearly 50%, and a Stage 2 pulley swap comfortably reaches 440 to 460 without touching reliability. A lightweight alu-sill block and aluminum heads carry an Eaton Root-style supercharger with a clutch that decouples under light load, and dual injection washes the valves clean of carbon. The supercharger's magnetic clutch wears and slips, and the water pump, thermostat, and PCV valves sit buried behind it. Expensive to reach, but a permanent aftermarket clutch delete puck eliminates the wear point for good. The verdict is straightforward: fix the clutch once with a delete kit, and this supercharged 6 stops being a maintenance item at all. Prices now range from $6 to $30 grand, but a well-documented example today trades for a fraction of its as-new sticker, with plenty of 200,000 plus mile cars still on the road. Run VW 502.00 spec synthetic at 10,000 mile intervals and replace the PCV valve, thermostat, and water pump together at around 75,000 to 100,000 miles while the supercharger's already off. Delete the clutch wear point early and this engine stops needing anything else from you. So what beats a bulletproof Supercharged 6? Number 2, a diesel that quietly earned the nickname TDI Legend at 316,000 miles. Number 2, 2015 to current Audi A3, Volkswagen Golf, Jetta, Passat, 2 TDI EA288 Gen3, the TDI Legend. One Jetta TDI owner put 280,000 miles on the original block, still running smooth. Another logged 316,000 miles on a Jetta Sportwagon TDI DSG under long-distance highway use. The EA288 Gen3 shipped in the Audi A3 and across the 2015 and newer VW Golf, Jetta, Passat, and Beetle. Independent evaluators flagged it as a proven unit that regularly exceeds 125,000 miles. US spec cars made a modest 150 horsepower, deliberately conservative, since a basic Stage 1 tune adds meaningful power with no hardware changes at all. An integrated exhaust manifold speeds warm-up to cut cold start friction, backed by a fortified timing chain tensioner, stronger turbo bearings, and a revised PCV system with its own oil separator. The documented weak point sits outside the engine, the DPF, EGR valve, and AdBlue heater, which clog on short urban trips and need $650 to $1,300 in repairs. Highway driving prevents most of it. 316,000 miles on a highway-driven example says it better than we can. Just don't strangle it with short trips. Most sell today for 7 to 12 grand, but well-kept examples remain common and affordable on the used market. Run VW 507.00 spec 5W30 every 10,000 miles, replace the fuel filter every 20,000 to 30,000 miles, and service the timing belt at 130,000 miles or 10 years. Keep it on the highway more than the school run, and the emissions gear stays out of your way. So what beats a 250,000-mile diesel? Number 1, the engine that turned an entire country's taxi fleet into a slogan and crossed 1.08 million miles doing it. Number 1, 1996 to 2006 Audi A4, A6, A3, Cabriolet, 1.9 TDI BKE AFN, the mighty 1.9 TDI. A Skoda Octavia 1.9 TDI in Greece makes the case by itself, used as a taxi until it crossed 1.08 million miles. A 19-year-old Audi A4 1.9 TDI still runs its original clutch at 268,000 miles. This engine spread across the Audi A4, A6, A3, and Cabriolet, and across VW, Skoda, and seat badges. European taxi operators said it plainly. An entire region's infrastructure was once described as powered by TDI. Output ranged from 90 to 150 horsepower depending on variant, well under the internal's real ceiling, though the factory clutch and dual-mass flywheel slip long before the block complains. A nearly indestructible cast-iron block carries a simple SOHC 8-valve head, thick piston crown lands, and mechanical or pump-deuce unit injection, an industrial diesel refined for a passenger car. The EGR valve clogs with carbon and the dual-mass flywheel wears out under diesel torque pulses, both predictable, solved by cleaning the EGR and replacing the flywheel alongside the clutch. 1.08 million miles on one taxi says everything this engine needs said about it. It first launched 30 years ago in Europe, but today, a well-documented example trades for a few $1,000s. The used diesel market barely blinks at 7-figure mileage. Change the oil every 8,000 to 12,000 miles, and stay strict on timing belt and roller replacement to avoid valve contact. Budget for a clutch and flywheel, the block will outlast the rest of the car. 9 engines, and the pattern held every single time. Proof, not promises. 9 engines down, and not one of them earned its spot by luck. Cast iron blocks, forged internals, and, one honest exception aside, failure points that are maintenance items, not grenades. Mechanics backed every one with documented proof. A Passat at 279,000 miles, a taxi at 1.08 million miles, a land speed record that still stands. Every word in that title had to earn its place, especially worth. That word is why the V10 gets an asterisk instead of a blanket endorsement. Worth owning after warranty means the risk is documented and manageable if you stay ahead of it. This isn't a reason to panic sell what you own or to walk past one at a dealership. It's a reason to buy and keep the records in hand. Tom from Seats and Wheels. See you in the next one.